Howdy folks, it's Tim from Box Stock Garage. Just want to do a very quick mail call and then a brief update on my USACC build, and I'm just going to talk about my next little project that I'm going to get going here. So I usually have 2 or 3 projects on the go at once. Right now I just have the one, which is the USACC build, so thought I'd jump into something else. But first, I want to give a shout out to Brian over at Buster's Customs. Do make sure you go over there and check him out. Check out his web store as well. He's got a lot of 3D printed parts. I think he's redesigning the page right now. But yeah, the Model Hut Sales Shack. You want to check that out. Anyway, Brian did a drawing last week, which I won, and it's for this Hangtune magnetic speaker. So it's a pretty good size speaker. It's a USB speaker, and then it's got magnets on it, so you can attach it to, well, obviously anything metal, but you know, I've got metal cases in here, things of that nature, and so you can hang it up there, connect via Bluetooth. It's got controls on the side here, but you know, this is pretty good size. I mean, you know, it's probably, I don't know, probably, geez, about 8 inches long. You know, very cool. And yeah, it's got a couple big magnets on the back. So thank you very much, Brian. I do appreciate you doing that drawing, and I appreciate you sending that over. So that was really cool. That just came in today. So I'm gonna get that plugged in and set up and start dabbling with it. So take care of that business. So I'm just gonna turn the camera around. We're gonna give a quick update on the USACC Group Build, which is the 68 Dodge Dart. There's a few different versions of this that you can do, so this is the one that I happen to pick. So we're going to turn the camera around and we're going to take a look, and then we'll take a look at what's next on the bench, or going to ride the bench alongside this. So I'll be back in a sec. Hey folks, thanks for coming back. Just a little bit of an update here. Making good progress on the engine. I'm doing the 440 Magnum for this, so I'm basically going for this green stock look up here in the corner. I think it's just a really sharp looking car, so, and I'm shooting towards that green, but that's a ways down the road. So got a lot of parts in primer, and I've made some pretty decent progress on the engine. And the one thing that's left on the engine here is the air cleaner. But the decal on top of that is very needs a lot of solvent. We'll just go with that. So that's got the solvent on it working away. And I've taken care of the door cards. So I got that set up. And the interior over here, before I put those doors on, obviously I got to put the my little shifter here with possibly one of the smallest decals that I put on, that you're not even going to be able to see this thing on the camera, but to the left of the shifter there is a little gear indicator. So anyway, so this guy, before I put the cards on, put the seats in, I'm going to get some tape in here and I'm going to flock this. So looking forward to getting that done. So that's just a quick update on this guy. We're just very early days on it. We still have a lot of time left. And then next, so I'm going to introduce my next video, my next my next kit. I'm of that age. I remember the Altereds racing back in the day. I mean, they still race, but I remember when they were, this is going to sound disrespectful, but I remember when they were like a big deal class. And I always thought that they were very cool cars. I don't know if anybody watched any of the Hot Rod Power Tour that was held a few weeks ago. They were on YouTube for that entire week, and there was a guy with an Altered that he drove from venue to venue. Now with Hot Rod Power Tour, just very quickly, you have to drive from track to track, you have to do your run, and you can't have outside help. So it's like you and usually like a co-driver, mechanic type person. Some guys, they don't have a trailer, so they throw things in their car. And this guy was driving and drove the single-seater. And yeah, he finished the whole thing. I'll see if I can find a picture that I had on my phone and stick it up here. It was a really cool car. Very much an old school look. So I'm going to build this guy. I'm going to build this this Bantam Blast, this fuel altered. Have not opened the kit yet, so might do just a quick peek. I'm not going to turn this into like this big long unboxing video or anything like that. But I got to be honest, I've been sitting here staring at the thing on the shelf in my stash since I picked it up. So I really do want to see, you know, a little bit of what we got in the box here. I think this kit's about 2005, I believe. Yeah, 2005 AMT ERTL kit. It says Bantam Blast on it, but if you look on ScaleMate's, the Bantam Blast kit does not show this particular guy, but that's okay. Even the instructions got Bantam Blast, you know, kind of all over them. So we got an instruction sheet, no big surprise there. Take a quick peek and see. Well, the decals do not look too shabby. So it's a pretty nice decal sheet. Not a whole lot to it, which is kind of to be expected again. Pretty decent chrome tree. Certainly not a high parts count kit. Yeah. Just wanted to get that piece of tape off so we could kind of straighten this out a little bit. So there's looks like 2 or 3 small sprues. Very much a low parts count and a small size kit. And I don't want to open this up because there are a lot of parts in there that are loose and floating around. That body, you know, there's that classic altered body. And so of course, you know, you'll have the firewall on the front like you see in the picture back here, and then have the engine in front of it. Got a single metal axle and some pretty decent tires. So that's it. There's, you know, again, there's not a whole lot to this thing, but I wanted something different, and I was thinking I want to get a drag car going. I was looking at Pro Stock and Dragster and Funny Car and things of that nature, but I just kept coming back to this thing. So that's my introduction for my next little video, this little kit that's going to be on the bench. Heading over to Canada tomorrow to a hobby show over in Ontario, so probably not going to get too much bench time tomorrow. But just want to show this to you folks, and thank everybody for following the channel and subscribing and all the likes and the comments. You know, if I put something up there that you don't really care for, please, you know, leave a comment. I'm not so full of myself that I'm going to get all angry and start talking smack at people or anything. Constructive criticism, I'm always happy to, you know, do whatever I can to improve the channel, make it more interesting. But I really am pretty stoked about this Dodge Dart, and I'm really looking forward to building up that Bantam blast. So that's about it. That's gonna probably do a little bit more time up here this evening, and then we'll get some rest so we can drive over into Canada tomorrow. So anyway, folks, this is Tim from Box Stock Garage. Once again, really appreciate the you know, all of the support for the channel, and thanks once again. You know, thanks once again to Brian over there at Buster's Customs for that cool speaker that he gave away. And again, check out his page, the saleshack.net, the Model Hut Sales Shack. A lot of 3D printed stuff. Still trying to decide if I'm going to pull the trigger and get a 3D printer. My wife and I have talked about it because she's in the hobby now as well. But we shall see. So anyway, thanks everybody. Y'all have a great night, and stay safe. Have a great rest of the weekend, and we will catch you a bit later.